So we at Redwheel Ecofin invest in global infrastructure, particularly listed infrastructure, which we see as an asset class which combines intrinsic characteristics of long duration business models, predictable cash flows, inflation hedging characteristics, and in the end, growing and sustainable dividends. So that's the beauty of it. We also see a specific angle to our approach to infrastructure as we try to identify those companies which really adapt their business model to a decarbonized and electrified world. You probably have three big reasons to invest in listed infrastructure today. I would say that the first one is that we are seeing a major de-risking of the typical business models in utilities and infrastructure, a de-risking which is largely overlooked by generalist investors, where today typically 80% of the cash flows of the companies which are transitioning are fully predictable, either because they are regulated or because they're based on long-term contracts. There's a second factor which is accelerating demand for electricity, notably on the back of demand from data centers and AI. That's a new phenomenon. After 25 years of flat electricity consumption in the developed economies, we're seeing power demand really picking up, while it takes a lot of time for generation capacity to adapt to this type of turning point. And there's a last reason, which is a valuation gap between private infrastructure and listed infrastructure. I don't think we've ever seen such a gap. And that very much highlights an opportunity to select listed infrastructure as a winning asset class for the future. So we tend to have a utilities bias, but it's very much our focus on the effects of the energy transition. So decarbonization, electrification, which Ecofin has developed an expertise into. And that makes us, I think, quite specific relative to typically infrastructure indices to a large extent, but also compared to most of our peers. So we want to have exposure to growth, structural growth, without taking the risk. So the way we're playing there's those themes at the moment is definitely to enhance exposure to power networks. We think whatever the pricing context will be, those will be the winners. We have also identified quite early the opportunity to invest in nuclear as a technology which is making a dramatic comeback. So nuclear, power networks, and also diversification into other types of infrastructure, such as large transportation infrastructure contracts, notably benefiting from the German infrastructure plan announced earlier this year, or diversification into water, waste management. All of that contributes to the success, we believe, and opportunity to invest in listed infrastructure through the Redwheel Ecofin products today.